All right, let's dive right in. We're going to be talking about one of the most famous artifacts from the ancient world, the Aztec Sun Stone. But, we're not just going to look at it like some dusty museum piece. No, we're exploring this really incredible new project that's trying to unlock the epic stories carved right into its surface and bring them to life for all of us today.
And that's really the big question, isn't it? How in the world do you take something that's centuries old, carved out of solid rock, and make it tell its story in a way that, well, moves? How do you translate its silent, symbolic language into a story that we can actually see and, feel? That is the amazing challenge we're digging into.
Okay, so before we get to the solution, we've really got to appreciate the problem itself. Because the sunstone, it's not just a rock. Think of it more like a library or a chronicle. It's an entire saga completely locked away in stone.
Yeah, a lot of people think this thing is just an old calendar, but it is so much more than that. Carved into this huge basalt disc is the entire Aztec story of the universe. We're talking an epic tale of cosmic creation and, of course, destruction. The big hurdle is that this whole dramatic narrative is frozen in time, captured in what experts call static iconography.
And this right here is the key to the whole thing, iconography. It's basically a visual language. All those carvings on the sunstone, they're like a dense code, a bunch of symbols that tell a story. So the challenge isn't just to stand back and admire it, it's about cracking that ancient code and translating it into a medium that, all of us can actually understand.
So how do you translate a language that's literally carved in stone? Well, you turn to one of the most powerful tools we have right now, artificial intelligence. And that brings us to this project, the AI Chronicle, which is just a revolutionary way to try and unlock this ancient code. And this slide gets right to the heart of what this is all about. It's about a complete transformation. We're talking about taking the static, unchanging surface of that basalt stone and turning it into a fluid, AI-driven story. It's about finally making the stone speak.
Now, this isn't just some theory, okay? This tech is being applied directly to the main story on the stone, the Nahuatl cosmology of the 5 suns. These are 5 completely distinct cosmic eras that the Aztecs believed in.
And this is where you can really see the power of this whole approach. We're not just getting a boring list of dates. The AI is helping reconstruct and actually animate these world-ending moments. I mean, you can visualize the first era ending with giants being literally devoured by a jaguar's maw, or say the second world just completely wiped out by catastrophic winds. It turns a historical fact sheet into these vivid, incredible cycles of celestial destruction.
And that's the whole point, captured perfectly right here. The goal is to create something visceral. What does that mean? It means it's not just some intellectual exercise. It's designed to be felt, to be experienced on an almost physical level. We're talking about history that literally gives you goosebumps.
The impact of this work goes way beyond just this one artifact. What we're really seeing here is the start of a whole new way of thinking about history itself. It's like a bridge being built between the ancient past and our technological future.
So what comes out at the end of all this isn't just some cool video you watch online. It actually represents a whole new method for interpreting history. It's a new lens, a new tool that lets us see the past with a kind of depth and dynamism that was just never possible before. And the process itself is just fascinating. It all starts with rigorous archaeology, the hard data, the facts. Then it adds this layer of speculative animation, where AI is used to creatively and thoughtfully fill in the blanks. And when you combine those two, the result is this brand new field, an immersive visual philosophy, where we don't just learn about the past, we actually get to experience it.
So what's the big takeaway here? Why does any of this matter? Well, think about it. For centuries, ancient artifacts like the sunstone have just been silent. They're observers in our museums. This kind of technology finally gives them a voice. It lets these silent histories tell their own epic stories in their own symbolic language, but translated for our modern world.
And that leaves us with this one last really provocative thought. The Aztec Sunstone, it's just the beginning. If we can use this incredible bridge of archaeology and AI to make stone come alive, what's next? What about ancient texts, or forgotten ruins, or even lost traditions? What other silent histories are out there, just waiting for us to figure out how to listen?